Hey guys, and welcome to Psych 201 Online. My name is Dr. Frohnbarger, but you can just call me Dr. P, and I am going to be your instructor for this course. So I wanted to just create a quick tutorial to kind of walk you through the basic navigation of our course. I understand that many of you are new to distance learning and it can be kind of overwhelming, so I thought, okay, if I can provide a little bit of guidance, that would be super helpful. So here we are on the home page of our course, and you will see a welcome message from me along with a narrated screen capture video. So this is where you'll click to hear this message that I'm recording. I try to update it every semester. So within the initial welcome message, you'll see some embedded links. There's one for the syllabus addendum, which I'll show you here shortly. There's also one for the course calendar. I'll show you that as well. And there's also one for the week 1 checklist. So again, you could click on any of these embedded links and it would take you directly to that information, but you could also navigate to that information. So one thing you'll notice about D2L is that it allows you multiple ways to get to the same thing. So let's click on the Start Here link and then click on Content. And you'll see the table of contents in our course is organized just like a table of contents in a textbook. And I tried to put the information that is most important at the top. So we'll start here with course information, and as you can see, when you click on one of those content links, they expand over here to the right. So the first document is the syllabus addendum. Again, there's a link directly to this on the home page of our course and that welcome message. But you could also navigate as we just did. And this document really details instructor-specific information. So in other words, this document tells you everything you need to know about taking Psych 201 from Dr. P. You'll also notice that when you go to the discussion board and you create your welcome message, one of the last things I ask you to do is to signify that you have read and reviewed this addendum. It's really, really, really important. So I want you to take some time to read it, but I want to point out a couple of highlights. So obviously, my name, my office location, direct office number if you want to call me, email address if you'd like to email me. You can also email me from within D2L as well. Office hours, feel free to stop by during those times, or if you'd like to make an appointment for another time, just reach out to me and I'll do my best to accommodate your schedule. The book, yes, you need a book. Most importantly, you need an access code. So if you purchase your book from the York Tech Bookstore, you will get with your purchase a hard copy textbook along with an access code which gives you access to MyPsychLab. You must have an access code to use the MyPsychLab resources, and the completion of those assignments is a requirement for the course. So yes, you definitely need an access code. So please don't throw away that code when you purchase your book. Attendance in our online course is going to be tracked by your completion of content-related activities. So that could be posting on the discussion board, that could be completing an exam or a quiz, that could be completing MyPsychLab assignments. So if you are not keeping up with your assignments, to the instructor that appears like you're not participating, and that could put you in jeopardy of being withdrawn from the course. So it's super important that you pay attention to the due dates on those on the calendar that's posted. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Let me close this email that's popping up. And actually, I normally suggest that you not only print that calendar, but use your smartphone or whatever other electronic device you might use to set reminders so that you stay on top of everything you need. Okay. In terms of your grade, you're going to have 4 tests. Each one is 15% each. You'll also have some MyPsychLab assignments. Again, that's where that code comes in. And then you'll have a discussion question for each chapter. There are also some extra credit opportunities. You'll notice in the quizzes section of D2L, there's an extra credit quiz opportunity for each of our exams. Those quizzes close before the exam opens. That's intentional to hopefully encourage you to engage with that content before you sit down to take your test. Other things that are important, exams for sure. Again, you're going to have 4. They're worth 15% each. Your exams must be taken in a proctored environment. That means that For most of you, you're going to be going to the assessment center to take your test, or one of our assessment centers. There are 3 at York Tech, 1 in Rock Hill here on main campus, 1 at our Chester facility, and 1 at our Indian Land facility. If you are testing at either the Indian Land or Chester facility, please be sure that you contact them, or at least check the assessment center web page to make sure that you know what their operating hours are, because they are different than for the main campus assessment center. If you need to make alternate arrangements for testing at a location other than a York Tech Assessment Center, please let me know that as soon as possible so that I can connect you with the folks in distance learning who can help you with alternate arrangements. This other stuff is just tech support, so I'm going to allow you to view that at your leisure. The York Tech Help Desk is for York Tech related issues. For example, you can't get in D2L, you're having issues with WebAdvisor. Third-party technical support, that's for Pearson. So if you're having issues with MyPsychLab, that's the contact information for them. Academic integrity, there's a link here to York Tech Student Code, and I encourage you to read that. But I just wanted to briefly mention, particularly because our course is online, sometimes because you're going to be required to compose a discussion question for each chapter, some students will want to copy and paste information directly from the internet. That is absolutely, positively, in no way acceptable. That is considered plagiarism. Remember, your instructors want to see your demonstration and understanding of content, which means that you need to be, yes, citing and referencing and paraphrasing, but excessively using direct quotes or copying, pasting huge direct quotes is unacceptable. If you have questions about that, please feel free to let me know. So your test dates are also posted here as well as on the course calendar. So I'm going to close this. And again, in D2L, you can get to the same place in multiple ways. So you could either use this trail here to navigate back to course information or the table of contents. Or you could click Start Here, Content, and then navigate to the same place. So I'm just going to go back to the course information section of content. We've reviewed the addendum. Here's our course calendar. Just wanted to point out that you'll notice that we try to follow a pattern just to kind of get you in the groove of when things are due. So Tuesdays are always MyPsychLab due dates. Thursdays are always discussion question due dates. There are only a couple of exceptions to that rule. This week, because it's the first week, I really want us to focus on getting to know each other. So today and tomorrow we'll be on the discussion board, just, getting used to the course and how it's set up and kind of like general information. And then by Thursday, I want you to complete the syllabus quiz just to make sure that you're familiar with the course policies. And then I believe it's around Election Day. There's one more exception, and it's because on Election Day we're closed. So I moved your MyPsychLab due dates from that Tuesday to that Wednesday. You'll also notice that our exam dates follow a pattern as well, so they always open on Fridays, close on Mondays. As long as you go to the assessment center to take them somewhere between that open and close date, it's fine. Assessment center here on main campus is open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays. Their website or webpage information is posted within the addendum. So that's that. I'm going to go all the way back to the table of contents. And what you'll notice, again, it's just like a table of contents in a textbook. You've got PowerPoints organized by module and by chapter, so you've got tons of notes. You've also got MyPsychLab. This one's really important, right? So these MyPsychLab assignments are going to be graded. And the first time that you attempt to access MyPsychLab, it's going to ask you to register. So essentially, you're just going to create your user account, input the access code which came with the purchase of your textbook, and you'll only have to do that once. From that point forward, you're not going to have to log in again because we have a customized course. So to access your MyPsychLab assignments, you'll just click on the assignment calendar. Click on this assignment calendar link. Sometimes it's a little slow, so be patient. And literally, you'll see a little calendar here. This is just for the MyPsych Lab assignments. And then on the days when you have assignments due, again, they're always Tuesdays. See how you have these little clocks? Those are the days when you have assignments due, and they're already all set up. So, for example, the first time you have a MyPsych Lab assignment due is next week, right, on Tuesday. So if we click on the 28th, notice how the assignments populate over here to the right. So to access one of these to complete it, you literally just click on the link for it. And it's going to open in a new window. So again, just make sure that your browser is configured correctly, that it's allowing pop-ups, etc. And typically there's a little video to watch. So you would click play and then complete the questions which go with the video. And it's that easy. Okay, so come out of that. All right, so that's MyPsych Lab. I'm going to go back to the table of contents, and you'll see there's some APA formatting resources. For psychology, we document our resources using APA, which is American Psychological Association, rather than MLA, which is Modern Language Association. That's probably what you're used to. So to help you, I provided you with several resources. There's one, for example, that shows you specifically how to cite and reference our textbook, because for most of your discussion posts, that's what you're going to be using, so I show you exactly how to do that. There's also a sample discussion post which shows you an example of what a discussion post should look like. You've got study guides and review sheets, and then some supplemental videos. Okay, so a couple more things. If we click on assignments and then checklist, these checklists are here to help you keep on track. So again, we try to put information in multiple places, right? And we try to organize a course so that you can get to the same location in different ways. So for example, if you click on the week 1 checklist, there are links for everything that's due in week 1. So for example, I want you to make sure you've read my welcome message, so you would click there. Then I want you to make sure you reviewed the syllabus addendum. You would click there. Then the course calendar, create your welcome post on the discussion board, complete the syllabus quiz, right? And then the last thing to do is just start reading chapter 1, which you could do via the hard copy textbook, or you could do it via our e-text, which is what I've linked here in the checklist. So as an alternative, if you wanted to just go directly to the discussion board, you could do it like this. Click on discussions. And there's that welcome message. All right, so to create your thread, you would just click the link to compose a message. Similarly, if you want to go ahead and go directly to that quizzes link, or the syllabus quiz, you would click there. And you'll notice there's a syllabus quiz. Exams are there. Extra credit quizzes for each exam are there as well. Okay, so to summarize in terms of what you need to do in the course, probably using the checklist is an easy way to do it. You can also print the printable course calendar as a way to help keep you on track. You'll have 4 exams, 1 per module, and then within those modules you'll be completing discussions for each chapter, along with MyPsych Lab activities for each chapter. So I hope that this video has proved helpful in helping you navigate the course, but of course, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will see you on the discussion board.